So, good morning. Today I woke up to some videos. Maybe there's some videos that resurfaced on the internet, and suddenly the government came in action and they started talking about how a lot of these students started giving uh, what do you call it? Uh, Swear words. They started using swear words that are like galis in local gunda terms or in local boy terms or girl terms, and they say that these people who were hit by electrocuted shocks and what do you call it, sticks breaking their heads and made to run tear gas with unable to sustain themselves, and so much anger welled up in them that they started using words that were sort of really really bad because they didn't have weapons. When they don't have weapons, what will they do? Out of cry of pain, they can only say what is like a pain, like a श्राप होता है ना जब निकलता है किसी देवी के दिल से, ओ इट वाज हर्ट मी सो मच, इसको इसको भीख मांगनी पड़े, इसको ये करना, ऐसे ऐसे गालियाँ निकल रही थी बच्चों के मुंह से. तो कंगना राउत एक एमपी है, कहती है कि आप ये बच्चों को आगे, क्या गली के गटर के बच्चे हैं, इनको क्या पता नहीं है, इनको बाद में जाके इनको कोई लॉयर मिलेगा क्या, इनको क्या किसी से सपोर्ट मिलेगी, प्राइम मिनिस्टर को ऐसी ऐसी गालियां दे रहे हैं, इनको समझ नहीं आती. तो अब ये बताइए, क्या बच्चे ऐसी चीज़ें प्लान करके गालियां देते? Do kids give swear words out of a genuine reaction to pain, or they have to calculate that, oh, I will not say a swear word, that much forbearance I have, because I am so mature, I am a Shiva and a Devi, I can take on sticks on my head, I can take on sticks on my chest, and I can not say a single word and absorb all the energy and then release it. And if they were so strong, they wouldn't be kids, would they? And they wouldn't be Nihatta and Nirbal, would they? And then why would there be an outcry in the whole country? Why would people want to help them and come with stores and kill the police officers? Why would they take law in their own hands when there is a dharma on the face of the earth? Because you did a dharma to them. Because these people don't deserve treatment that you did. No pellet guns, no AK-47, no hitting people with electrocuted shocks. That should not have done. And अगर उन्होंने गाली दी है तो ले आओ केस बात करते हैं कोर्ट में. Firstly. Secondly, you talk about constitution, that we have a freedom of speech, and yes, the freedom of speech should not hurt anybody. Correct? So agreed. Let us argue about that. And if you really think that this sort of constitution written by Ambedkar, which your prime minister has vehemently sort of violated and done all kinds of power manipulation under the umbrella that this constitution still exists, yet has done everything against the fundamental principles of the constitution. So if he can do that, then maybe we need a new constitution, don't you think? And even in that, if we have a freedom of speech of saying and expressing our thoughts, and if we should not say things that hurt somebody else, who is going to determine it will hurt somebody? वो तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर बोलते हैं, मैं तो हर रोज 10 किलो 20 किलो गालियाँ खाता हूँ कांग्रेस से. अब छोटे छोटे बच्चों ने बोल दिया तो क्या हो गया? दर्द हो गया. पब्लिक ने बोल दिया क्या हो गया? दर्द हो गया. वो हेट्रेट हो गई, हेट स्पीच थी वो. And if it was a hate, it hurt him, and if it was a hate speech, then we really need to understand the level of mentality of Indian people. You have taken for granted the innocence of the Indian people. You have taken for granted the sort of compassion of the people of India, and you have taken advantage of their intelligence and intellect. And if they have woken up and realized what truth is, and what type of a person Modi is, and what type of a government they have been running for the past 14 years, and how credible and accountable they have been, and they come out on the streets demanding justice, demanding an outcry of so much adharma, then you need to understand that it is time for a regime change, it is time for a new constitution, it is time for us to reconsider as India what kind of life India has been living for the last 75 years. And if you have raped this country for 75 years, we need to really wake up and see that we as Indians and the new generation doesn't deserve this sort of government, doesn't deserve this sort of system that rapes and utilizes, and what is it called? Colonizes its own people. And what is it called? Shoshan karna. In Hindi it's the shoshan. In layman terms, rape. In another term, it would be called as parasitical. It may be called as sucking the life of the people of the planet. It may be called as someone like an alien race trying to take over the human beings. It can be called as whatever, but it is just exploitation of the people of humanity of this country and the world पे तो उसका राज ही नहीं है, but of this country. And if you think Modi has been the most popular prime minister in the world and leader in the world, prove it. You have proof? Tell me. How? Now I will ask that as an MPA sitting an MP, you have made a statement. Prove your statement. Prove that he is the most popular. Have you done a poll? Which poll are you referring to? AP poll, USA poll, Government of India poll, Times of India poll, Times Now poll? Which poll? Which poll says he is the most popular? हाँ, and then if you someone innocent, some little baby, no, किसी दिल के क्राई निकल रही है, ये साला जो भी गाली दी उन्होंने, वो प्लान करके देते हैं गालियाँ. इतने कंट्रोल होता है तो बच्चे थोड़े ना बोलते हैं हम उन्हें. अगर किसी के पास इतना ही वश है वाणी पे जो आपकी वाणी तक पे नहीं है, तो then how do you expect the little boys to have control over their vani when they've been beaten up? A woman's vagina has been bleeding for 12 hours because somebody put a lathia over there. What moral responsibility will you take as a woman? You as a woman want a reservation bill, and this is how you treat the women of India? Such women should not be represented in the parliament that represent such kind of adharma and such kind of mistreatment and chauvinistic sort of a male mentality that exists in the country right now.